Alright, so we're back. Oh gosh. It is time for Monday's video. Yeah. I'm gonna keep this really short because Monday and the weekend and everything has just been real bad. So I mentioned on Sunday that I was just not gonna do anything, which might be a first. Generally speaking, even on my days off, I still do a little bit. This was not one of those weeks, days, times, whatever. And yeah, so for those who don't know, I'm Aradia Noire. I'm the resident witch and creatrix over to Radia's Hand to Nae's Divine, where I create myth, magic, and meaning for your everyday life through art, intuition, and energy work. And on Mondays, I like to do a little thing called Monday Motivation. Now, the reality is, it's great when I'm motivated on Mondays, but sometimes I'm not. And just for all intents and purposes, this video is in fact being recorded and posted late. So, I did post something on my Patreon on Monday. No, on Sunday saying, yeah, no, I'm probably not going to post today. And I was expecting to post on Monday and I didn't. Much for the same reason, I felt like trash. And at the time that I'm recording this, I still feel like trash. But I did want to put something out, and so here I am, because, yeah. And I didn't put anything out for Saturday, and I'm probably not going to, and that's because it would have been the studio share, and I'm not digging. And at this point, the last Saturday is already planned, and then the Saturday after that would be another studio share, and it just doesn't make sense, I think. I don't know. I can't see my calendar. There you go. So, yeah, I'm gonna try and keep it together. I'm having trouble doing so, which is super great. The reason I show up when I'm not motivated, though, or at least I try to post when I'm not motivated, is because a lot of times I'm not. And one of the funny things is I know a lot of people who will say, oh my gosh, you get so much done. And I'm just looking at them like, what are you talking about? There's so much I don't get done. There's so many things I don't do. And so I'm not really feeling you get a lot done, even when other people insist. And I'm sure that some of that is they are measuring different things than I am. They may be making assumptions, or they maybe don't know what they would even do, and so doing anything sounds like it's doing a lot. I don't know. But the reality is, yeah, some days I don't have it in me, and this is just one of those days, and it's looking like it's probably going to be one of those weeks, which is not great, and I don't like that. So probably why I'm not motivated, and in fact, I can tell you exactly why I'm not motivated, is my depression is hitting me super hard this week. It's been bad the whole of October, and it has steadily gotten worse because of external forces that I have no control over, which are the best. And not just one thing, but several things. And a lot of things are triggering my depression into overdrive, and my anxiety and dissociating and just all kinds of stuff. It's just super fucking great. There goes my glasses. Well, that's fun. Allie, go give me my glasses. I don't think she's gonna get them. Anyway, I got them. Don't worry. So, yeah. I don't really have it in me to do anything. I haven't touched a project in I don't know how long. I had a really rough weekend, and it feels like it's carried over into Monday and onwards. Yay. So, really, my goal this week is to just try to get back to normal, I guess, my normal. And, yeah. So, this is also one of those places where a lot of people would say, "Oh, just take a break. Just take a break. Give yourself some space and time." And I guess I'll talk about this in part because World Mental Health Day was like 6 days ago at this point. Was last Thursday, I think. 10/10. It's World Mental Health Day. Well, thing with that is a lot of people have this idea that, when someone is depressed, they just need to take a break. And for me, at least, that is the farthest from the truth. I don't need to necessarily push myself to work, but taking a break doesn't resolve my depression. This isn't burnout or me being tired because I've overworked myself. This is a persistent and chronic mental illness that just doesn't go away for me. There are different kinds of depression, and some people's is lighter more often, and sometimes it's not, and mine's not like that. There's always my days are permanently gray, really is what it is. And that means that like a 10-day, like if 10 is the best, is the happiest, is the most wonderful, I'm never gonna have a 10-day. Never. I think the best I can have is like a 6, maybe a 7. And even then, what a 6 or 7 looks like for me and what it looks like for you or anybody else, not the same thing. So for me, taking a break, slowing down, taking pressure off myself, it doesn't alleviate the depression. And in fact, usually for me, it kind of makes it worse. Because then I get to sit with my thoughts, and my thoughts are part of the problem, right? They're consistently just not great. And, it is just, it's not as easy as just making a decision to be different. Because, some of it's thoughts, and some of it's other stuff. And then there's also, if your life is stressful and complicated and there's a lot of holy shit, oh my God, going on, and your mood is consistently low about it, or it's causing depression to flare up, well, you've got a reason to. And I think there's a rush to just push to feel good and to, push past it when it's like, well, you feel like shit for a reason, and that's valid, and you're allowed, and you're not wrong, and you're not a bad person for feeling like shit when everything looks like it's on fire. I mean, that's just reality, right? So I guess my message to you today is to be gentle and kind with yourself. If you're having a rough time, if things are difficult, that's okay. And, know that things are not okay and difficult and hard and unpleasant for a lot of people. So you're not alone. And, yeah. But, anyway, I'm going to scoot off here. I would love to know if you're motivated this week. What's motivating you? What are you planning? And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, you can drop a comment below or, reach out, and I will talk to you later.